Hello everyone. Hello, hi. How are we all doing today? Rav Smooch immediately redeemed. We really are back, huh? We really are back. Okay. Okay. Give me just a moment, my lovelies. Give me just one little moment. Because, oh my goodness, Dahlia immediately being such a good girl. Thank you very kindly. I'm going to go grab the boy real quick. Oh my goodness. Hello, Ace Swift. Hello. Happy to have you here. Alright, I'm going to go get my son. He was in here moments ago. Okay. Boy acquired. Hi, Rav. Anything you want to say to your public? Anything you would like to say? Or are you just gonna be cozy mode? I think he's just gonna be cozy mode. Oh, he's very cozy mode. He's properly decided to lie down in my lap. I'll have a little sippy of my water. So, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing quite well today. I have a few pieces of news. A few developments that I'd like to talk about before we properly get started. Hello, Sus Rodent. Hi, welcome in. Happy to have you here. So, you know, in my period of recovery from, you know, the charity streams and from finishing Dark Souls 1 and Resi 9, I felt kind of weird. Sort of. It's like, honestly, streaming has given structure to my life. And so I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing while I was away. I spent ages trying to get the emote commission to happen. A long time trying to get the emote commission to happen. Because for whatever reason, VGen just didn't want to cooperate. But I eventually decided to hell with normal VGen methods, to hell with searching for a random artist. I'm just going to commission my partner. So I filled out my partner's commission form, and they're going to make it. They're going to make the new emote. Which does mean there's only one stream milestone. There's only one charity milestone that has not, as of yet, been done. And I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something, okay? And I need you to stay calm if I'm gonna show you this. Okay? I need you to stay calm. I need you to be chill. Okay? Are we gonna be chill? No, you gotta be chill. You gotta be chill. Check this shit out. Bam. The server technically exists now. I've done nothing with it yet. But it exists, and I'm honestly, a big part of my plan is to just copy the haunted house. I'm just gonna do that. And I'm gonna probably ask Lynn to tell me how to add like a bot to Twitch chat so people can do like ! Discord or whatever. And get the server link, but the server exists. And I added plural kit to it. So hey, that's 2 steps. That's 2 steps that I've done. I've done 2 things. So, you know, I'd say that's good progress right there. matter of fact, check this out. Bam. Bam. You know, I'm something of a programmer myself. I'm something of a tech expert. But we're doing it. So there's part 1, okay? There's thing 1 of the things I wanted to share with you all today. Is the Discord server is happening. It is actually happening. I'm gonna make it happen. Okay? Okay. Now, for the second piece of news. My throat, it might be a little bit rough today. And I'm gonna tell you why, alright, my lovelies? I want you to take a look at what I'm about to show you right now. Okay? Right, so check this out. You see this shit? You see this shit? You seeing this? Are you seeing this? Do you see this? Do you see what's right there? Do you see that? Do you see that? Now, do you see that? Do you see that state that's shaped like a mitten? Do you see the one that's shaped like a mitten? That's right in the center. It's a mitten surrounded by lakes. Do you see it? That's the one I live in. That's the one that I live in. You'll note that it's in the center of the worst part. This is an air quality map. This is an air quality map, okay, my lovelies? And I live in the middle of the worst part of it. It's fine. I'm okay with telling people what state I live in. It's a big state. I've mentioned that I'm a Michigander before. And I'm being very deliberate to not say where in Michigan I live. And I'm never going to say where in Michigan I live, but I do live in the Mitten State. And it is because of the fires in Canada. And here's the thing, okay? Because I have lived in Michigan my whole life. I have lived in Michigan my entire life, and never in my 26 years living here. There's a fey fact for you. I'm 26. In my 26 years of living here, growing up, I never had to worry about, like, as a kid, as a high schooler, as any of that. There was never a time where there was poison fog in the air. There was never a time when I had to stay inside because the air quality would make you sick. It doesn't happen here. This is quite possibly the most directly visible and incredibly harmful consequence of climate change that I personally have experienced. People who live here, this is new to us. This is new because Canada didn't used to get super frequent wildfires whose smoke would carry to Michigan. But the last 3 years this has happened. The last 3 years this has occurred. Where we've had air quality warnings. So, like, nobody here owns air purifiers or any shit like that because we didn't need them before. Now I got friends from California sending me links to quality ones they know. And I'm gonna buy one. Because, like, if this is gonna keep happening, which it looks like it will, an air purifier is a necessity. And going forward, I can't leave the house right now. I can't. That purple, according to the air quality index, is anywhere from like 280 to 400-ish. We're on the higher 300s right now. The higher the number, the worse it is. If it's above 280, according to the air quality index, that is described as any exposure to the air for even a few minutes can result in health consequences for even healthy people. We are in... Yesterday, we peaked at 380. 100 higher than that level. And we're going to be in that for the next several days. We're going to be at around 300 for most of the weekend. I can't go outside. It is not safe to go outside right now. I went outside yesterday. And that's why my throat's a little rough right now, actually. I made a really shitty decision. Because again, it's a classic situation where I should start doing ASMR, that's what you're here for. I'm gonna just do some mic rubbing while I yap about this. Yeah, peaked at 435 in parts of Michigan. People who aren't used to certain types of weather often handle those types of weather poorly, you know? Up here in Michigan, we historically get high temperatures in the summer of around like lower hundreds. Sometimes we've hit like 110. Global warming is very real, and our summers have gotten hotter. And our winters have gotten either colder or basically non-existent compared to what they used to be. Michiganders are very used to winters hitting sometimes around like negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's normal, right? That's just a thing that happens. But, you know, people who come from the south, from like Florida, California, they visit a state like Michigan. I can translate it for you right now. Minus 20 Fahrenheit is minus 28 Celsius, roughly. Closer to minus 29 Celsius. Michigan gets seasons, right? We get hot summers, which is really nice, honestly, because, you know, we live on a peninsula in the middle of the largest body of fresh water in the world. So, basically, no matter where you are in Michigan, as long as you're not in, like, dead center, you're not very far from a beach, which is pretty cool. And winters get, like, cold. We get snow and ice and fun stuff. Thought y'all got cooling effects from those lakes? We do to a certain extent. They do help stabilize temperature more than adjacent states. But we do get pretty toasty in the summer. And it's been getting toastier. But I love Michigan. The thing is, if you come from like way down south and you come to Michigan, you're not going to be used to the cold, and you might make poor decisions in the winter. You might think a light jacket is enough because a light jacket's enough where you come from, or the most you ever needed where you come from, and then you come to Michigan and it's like, yeah, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it in sub-zero temps. Conversely, you know, if you come from a colder place, you go somewhere hotter, you're going to have a hard time there, right? I guess it's kind of similar if you're not used to having air quality that is just straight up poison. You don't make the best decisions. And so yesterday, I was like, I am really in the mood for a coffee. So I'm going to put on a double layer of masks and like pinch them to my face and go for a walk to get some coffee. And it's not far, but it was, by the time I realized that was an incredibly shitty decision, it was far too late. There was, yeah, I've been suggested to get N95 masks, which are much better at filtering out the particulate that's in the air. But my throat is still raw. For the time when I was out there, my eyes were stinging and in pain, and the brief period in which I was not pinching my mask very, very directly to my face, very tightly. And I caught a smell of that air. It smelled acrid, like smoke and chemicals. It's horrid. So yeah, that's the sitch in Michigan right now. We've never we historically we never had to deal with wildfire smoke. This, to be clear, this is a joke my partner came up with. I'm not taking credit for it. They said it feels like we're in Inaba from Persona 4 right now. It does. It does. For those unaware, towards the end of Persona 4, Inaba, the town you're in, starts to get enveloped in a fog that starts making people sick. And yeah, no, it's you go outside and there's a haze in the air and it smells like shit and it makes you sick and it's horrible. That's horrible. So yeah, gonna get some N95s. Gonna buy an air purifier soon. And yeah. Yeah. The answer is to fight God? Yeah, basically. So that's the sitch in Michigan right now. It's super great. It's super wonderful. It's not wonderful. It sucks so much ass. It's such a shame. That's like you know how movie directors will put like a specific filter over the movie to show you're in some exotic place. It's a racist practice. But they have like a specific filter they'll use for like, you're in Mexico now, so we need to make the light look. Michigan's just in the fucking Mexico filter right now. We're just in the Mexico filter. That's where we are. It's a good time. It's a really good time. So there's news number 2, is that I'm currently in Silent Hill / Inaba / every racist movie director's perception of Mexico. It's something. It is something. Now, here's the last bit of news that I have to share with you all, okay? I went on a beach day recently. I went on a beach day. Last weekend, before the air quality went to shit, I went on a journey to the beach with some friends. We went to the lake, and we did the swimming thing. And it was good. And it was good. But before we did that, do you know what we did? We all went to an antique shop. Okay? We went to an antique shop. And I bought something that I used in one of my recent VR videos. And I just want to share it with you all, because it's now a trigger that we have to play with, okay? I want you to check this shit out. If you've read the description of the video where I used it, you know what it is. But I'm gonna ask you to not spoil it for anyone else. I want the people who don't know to try and guess. What is this thing? It's used to make edible things. It's used to make edible things. I'll tell you that. I got it from an antique shop. It does indeed have some gears. Gears that constantly catch. Crossbow flex, you got it. This is a crank-powered egg beater. In my recent Android repair audio. Oh, Dahlia, I'm so sorry I missed it. I'm sorry. So, I got this egg beater at an antique shop for like $9. And it's so good. It makes such good sounds. It makes such good sounds. And, my little doohickey that I was cranking my device in the recent robot repair video. It was this thing. It was this thing. Oh, you know, I was a little shrimped up. That is true. So yeah, I have a fun new thing we can play with. Now, I'm gonna open up to suggestions for today's audio concepts. Feel free to post any ideas you have, and I'll put them in a poll. And as we do that, I'm gonna talk a little bit about some other stuff that's been going on lately. Okay? I was a little shrimped up is an amazing thing to hear the first time I join a stream. Well, welcome in. You know, we gotta do the shrimp check every now and then. You gotta make sure your posture is solid. Unfortunately, by Twitch terms of service, I cannot threaten you with a knife. I would love to. I have a very large knife. It's very beautiful. I have a big old Bowie knife that is... Making an RPG character for Bakshin? You know what? Sure. You know what? Absolutely sure. Yeah, I have a beautiful knife. Puppy girl nesting, sure. We have some very specific concepts today. But I have a knife. It's a big Bowie knife. Its blade is like a foot long. It's so pretty. Let's see. Monster Hunter Calming. Let's see. I would love to do a Lamia cooking ASMR concept. It's kind of hard to do impromptu cooking ASMR on stream. Cooking ASMR is usually something you have to kind of prepare for in advance, unfortunately. I could totally do rice bourbon. We'd have to discuss a little bit more what specifically that would entail, but I love mijo rice so fucking much, and I could do a good bourbon, I think. Let's see. Robot Overlord. Okay. And that's all of our poll slots filled up. Not to worry, there will probably be a second poll later in the stream. But let's go ahead and drop this first one right now. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Dahlia. Actually, you voice Miho no Bourbon in an Uma Musume dub, so I'm extremely biased to Miho race. What the hell? What the hell? I actually do want to do voice acting sometime, very much. I don't know how to get into it. Like, I look on like Casting Call Club, and I don't know what roles to try for or how to find things I'm actually interested in. And I know, like, you have to take smaller roles first, right? In smaller projects. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to find ones. Look up Uma Musume Pretty Dub. We've been doing the character stories. Okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will. If there are any Umas that have not yet been casted, maybe, you know, you could put in a good word for me. Oh, hell yeah. We release casting roles as the characters release on Global. I see. I do a good cafe? Well, thank you very much. Let's see. Unfortunately, the majority of my favorite Umas have already released on Global. But I still have love in my heart for many of them that have not yet released. You know, I think I could kick ass as Mejiro Ramanu. I think I could kick ass as Queen Mejiro. Cinderella Grey exclusive Umas. I love Nornace. She's so good. What if I was Fujimasa March? What if I played March sometime? Well, thank you. I enjoy Tachyon audios very much. Thank you for becoming a fairy, Radabat. Thank you very much. So I do want to briefly talk about VR ASMR, okay? Because if you've been watching the YouTube channel, you might have noticed that lately, that I've been doing VR ASMR. A TMA Pro? Oh, I do love Oppie. I do like Oppie a lot. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna maybe look into that. I would kick ass as the Overlord. I would kick so much ass as the Overlord. And I'd get to sing her silly Uma Yuru song! Fuck yeah! TM アパラを叩いよ TM アパラをTM アパラをヒヒヒヒ Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. That sounds so fun. Dropped the cover yesterday. It's such a silly thing. It's yeah, no, that sounds super fun. I would love to do that. Anyways, so the VR ASMR. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. before we properly do the audio. Did you know VR ASMR is hard as hell? Did you know it's really goddamn difficult? Did you know that? Did you know that it's so hard? There's a video that is currently puppy girl nesting. Okay. 3D model debut when? As soon as I can get one made. I would actually love to make a custom Fae model or commission someone else to do it. I think that would be sick as hell. But here's the thing that I've learned, because I've wanted for a while to improve the quality of what I make. I've wanted to kind of up the quality of what's going on and the work that I'm doing, right? And so to that end, there were two things that I was kind of thinking of. The first was VR ASMR, because having a visual element is just a nice extra thing to have. You can still watch it while your eyes are closed, or you can, you know, see the body language, and it would let me do visual triggers in the future and that sort of thing. And so I got some teaching from the one and only Nico's Nifty Noises and how to do that. And it's really fun. It's also incredibly time consuming. At a minimum, with no technical issues, recording one of those VR videos takes twice as long as recording one of the normal ones. And that's a minimum, right? That's being generous. And the fact is, all but the most recent one that's currently Patreon exclusive, all of the VR audios that I've made have been demonetized. Every single one of them. And I get disproportionately demonetized for nonsense reasons all the time. But this is appearing to be especially egregious. And I couldn't tell you why, but it's happening. And it's causing a lot of issues for me personally, right? Because, you know, I'm trying to make my living off of this, and I know that YouTube has a history of spontaneously nuking VR ASMR creators, and also of spontaneously nuking trans ASMR creators, and I'm both of those things now. And I don't want to die. YouTube has a grudge against ASMR in general, I've found. But especially if you're trans, and for whatever reason, especially if you do VR. So I talked about this in that video that's currently Patreon exclusive, but will release publicly relatively soon. I'm thinking going forwards, I will continue to do VR ASMR, but not every video. And as a matter of fact, the majority of videos going forward will continue to be audio only, with just occasional VR videos sprinkled in for special occasions and for the occasional audio that I feel like it especially fits for. Like if I do more fandom ASMR in the future, that will probably be VR, just because I think it's fun. Like when I do the Miyabi audio, when I finally get around to that, being able to, you know, act as the one and only Hoshimi Miyabi, I think would be very fun. But yeah, we're gonna go back to audio only, which brings me to the other way that I intend to improve the quality of my work, which is I ordered a new mic. I have a new mic that's on its way. It's going to be delivered sometime within the next few weeks. It's true, it's true, it's true. I am ordering a 3DO mic. Yeah, that's the one with the ears. That's the one that has ears. The two most popular quality ASMR mics are 3DO or Q100. And I've made my choice between the two. I'm gonna be going for a 3DO, and yeah, it should be arriving within a few weeks, and so I should be able to make even more quality ASMR than I have been, which is really good because I'm gonna be honest. The Yeti, she has served me well, and I'll probably continue using her for like the gaming streams and all that. But when it comes to trying to record in stereo, the 3DO does its best, but it's not perfect. I often have to adjust things in post. So I have to. So I'm hoping that having an actual 3DO mic will reduce the need for that and make the audio just feel more 3D in general. So I'm super amped for that. Genuinely. So, with all of my preamble and yapping out of the way, I believe the winner of this was Puppy. Today, I must embody the heart of a doggy, of some kind of hound. A whoopee dog, perhaps. Some have described this as the whoopee dog. Specifically, Ooby Dog making a nest out of pillows and showing this to her harpy friend. It's a very specific concept, and it is what I shall do. So, give me just a moment to grab a pillow and to grab a blanket and to have a sip of my coffee. Iced coffee that I made at home this time instead of leaving the house, which I could have done yesterday because I did have the stuff to make iced coffee at home. I was just feeling lazy, and that was, again, a very poor decision. Alright, my lovelies. I will return with blankets post haste. Duck plush to the chair. Blanket to the chair. Kitty cat pillow. Blaha. Collection assembled. Hell yeah. Alright, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, hello. Hello, I'm back. Hello, hi. Hey there. Hi. How's it going? How are y'all doing? Alright. Alright. It's time. It's time for me to become dog. Are you prepared? Hey. 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 Hey, hi. Hello, hi. Hi there. What's this? You have... Are you... Are you... So this is sticks. I think... So I... This is kind of crazy. Well, I had a friend, and she threw a stick, and it went sort of over here. Are any of those are any of those my stick? I lost track of the stick. Like, did you pick up a new stick recently? Do you have a new stick? This is your nest? Your nest. You sleep here? On sticks? You sleep on sticks. Is it cozy? Is it nice? Is it nice cozy, or... Because it doesn't... Okay. So... Hear me out. Yeah, my kitty friend agrees with me. Do you maybe want to make this... Because I just... You live here, right? You live here? Because the woods back here is like right behind the house that me and my friend live in. We're neighbors. And you're a cool bird. And you live here. And so we should be friends, right? And so... Do you know what I do? Do you know what I do with my friends? I snuggle them. I snuggle my friends is the thing that I do. And so I was thinking, like, wow, new friend, would love to snuggle. But then I look at... You want... Can I show you some stuff? And maybe we cozy it up? Can I show you some stuff to cozy it up a little bit? Because I think we can cozy it up. Your nest thing is what I'm trying to say. And I would love to... Yeah, we can... Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. Hi. Hey, so I just got some stuff. I got some things. Okay. I told my friend that I found like the greatest sticks in the world, and that I have some stuff to take care of, and she said, "Whoa, what are you doing? Where are you going?" And then I ran into the house and I grabbed some stuff and I brought some stuff. Okay? So I want you to... Do you see this? Do you see this thing? Do you see this? This is my duck plush. This is my duck plushie. This is my duck plush. Do you see this? Like, feel it. Just like feel it real quick. You kind of see. Like, oh wow, it's a bird. You're a bird, and it's soft, right? It's like soft, cozy. It's like literally soft, cozy. Okay, so that maybe this would be like, a good start to the cozy process. It's almost as big as me, like straight up. So, if you wanna, we can like put this in the nest, right? Is that okay? Is it okay if we put this into, and then that'll start the cozy process. It's a very difficult process. Okay. So I'll just, I'm just gonna put the duck. Oh, I'm just gonna put the duck right here, right there. Okay. Now we're not done yet. Okay? Because check this out. This is my blankie, okay? And I go under it and I wrap myself in it and I'm cozy comfy forever and ever, okay? Look. And it's like super big. It's a super big blanket. And so it could wrap up both of us. It could straight up wrap up both of us. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I have some cool stuff. I have some pretty cool stuff. So is it new bird friend, is it okay if I put this on you? Like if I wrap you in it? Do you wanna just to like try it out, Just to give it a try. You feel me? We're just gonna kinda here. Do you see this? You get how cozy this is? Top tier cozy. And we're not even done yet, okay? But like, isn't this so cool? And obviously once cuddling is done, I'll probably want my stuff back. Cause I need my cozies to sleep inside. But okay, since you're my neighbor and I want to be your friend, then maybe if you want cozies for yourself, maybe could help you get your own cozies for your nest. Okay? Is that But I'm like a super nice puppy, so I'll share my cozies for now. Okay, 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 okay. Now, I want to show you something else pretty cool, okay? I want to show you something else that's pretty neat. There it is. This thing right here. Do you know what a shark is? Do you know what a shark is? Have you ever seen a shark before? I've never seen a shark in real life, but I see them on TV and stuff. But this is a very, very special shark. And his name is Blaha. His name is Blaha. And he is the friend to puppies everywhere. And he's very soft and huggable, you see. This is the nice thing about the plushies, is they're very soft and huggable. And I think that if you're gonna hug someone, that hugging them and a plushie at the same time, like Mr. Blaha here, makes it even more comfy cozy. So, you know, there's some food for thought there. So maybe we can hug each other and also hug Blaha at the same time. This will upgrade our cuddles, you see. Now, it is possible. It can be done. And one last real cool thing to show you, okay? One last super mega cool thing. This right here. This last thing right here. You know what they call this? This is called kitty pillow. Oh, sorry. I elbow my desk. So this thing right here. This is kitty pillow, okay? And it's called that because it looks like a kitty. Okay? You see? It straight up looks like a cute kitty friend. A scary kitty? What's a scary kitty? Why kitty danger? Oh, I don't, okay, I can put kitty pillow away. I'm sorry. It's, I'm gonna have to talk to kitty friend about this. Okay. I'll talk to kitty friend. And I'll make sure that kitty friend tells the other kitties not to chase you, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't know that kitties were mean to you. That's not very nice at all. Okay, I'll put kitty pillow away. Okay? So, there's my collection. Okay? Okay? And so I think maybe if I have my blaha, and then I come super close, and then we can just have a little snuggle and be super cozy. And I'll just snuggle up to you, you know? I'm the snuggler. That's what they say about me. I'm the snuggler. I give the bestest cuddles in the land. So, what do you think, bird friend? I hope that you like this stuff, because if you do, then I will totally help you get more, and then we'll make your nest the coziest nest to ever nest, okay? The coziest nest to ever nest. Very soft. Oh. Hey, guess what, bird friend? Guess what, birdie friend? Guess what? Guess what? I think I see the stick I was looking for. I think I see it. I think I found it. But here's the thing. My human friend who threw the stick is gone now. So, since, I don't have someone to fetch the stick for anymore, what if it's a small stick, a little twiggy guy. And I was wondering if maybe you wanted to for your because you built it out of lots of sticks. So if you maybe wanted to use the stick for your nest, and it would be yours forever, okay? If you want it. I'm very happy to give you the nice stick. You're a nice birdie. What? What? Oh. Are you sure I can have one of your sticks? Is that really okay? Okay. Oh. I figured it out. I know what to do. What if I just There. My stick that I was bringing you. I break it into 2 stick, and so you get half, and I get half. And these will be our friendship sticks. Okay? And they're the sticks that remind us that we're buddies forever. A friendship stick. I like you, bird friend. You're really cool. Well, that was very silly, Goofy. That was very cute. I felt like I was I was presenting new plushies and pillows and things, and I feel like they make very similar sounds as ASMR triggers. I'm a little worried about variety, but I think I was kind of a genius with the stick thing. That was fun. That was lovely. Now I'm noticing a bunch of cat hair has somehow managed to get on my mic. I noticed it when I was leaning in really close for some of that stuff. So, as we take a moment before we open the poll for our second request of the day, I'm going to do some cleaning of the microphone. Get the cat hair off of it using my ear cleaning pick. Okay? Rav always uses his powers for evil. He always uses his powers for evil. He's a silly, evil guy. It's kind of in his nature, you know? Here we go. Here we go. See, I was actually kind of imagining the harpy was ground nesting, kind of like pigeons and some doves do. Huge shout out to pigeons, by the way. Absolutely love pigeons. I think pigeons get a bad rep, which is especially weird considering how much people love doves, and they're like very closely related birds, very similar birds. A dove is just a pigeon with a PR team, and I love them all. Birds are wonderful. A pigeon harpy would be cute. Pigeon harpy would be so bad at nest making. She'd be so bad at it. Used to have pet doves, fun fact. One of them was a former magician's dove that we took in. Her name was Trillium. The other... Honestly, at this point, what haven't you had a pet of? That is probably the easier question to answer. I've mentioned this before. You know, growing up, my parents took in a lot of rescue animals, and specifically weird animals that most people couldn't take care of. Trillium sounds like a element. It's actually a plant. Waiting for you to keep a tegu or a tegu. I love tegus. I've never actually owned one. The largest lizard that I owned was a blue-tongued skink. His name was Gur, named after the character from Invader Zim. Because we ended up with him when I was... Someone's calling my phone. I'm not going to answer. But I've been getting called for like surveys and stuff constantly lately. We had a blue-tongued skink named Gur, who we got when I was in elementary school. Skinks are very long-lived animals. They stick around for quite a while. So he's still out and about. Living with my stepmother at this point. Wonderful little dude. He's about, I want to say, probably around 1.5 feet long. And he likes cat food and fruits. Blueberries are one of his favorite foods. He's a good little dude. Good little bud. And he likes bugs. Because of course he does. Can't believe you shaved a ferret, SMH. But yes, I had a pair of doves growing up. There was Trillium, who was a magician's dove that we ended up taking in as a rescue. And then there was Kai. And Kai was, interestingly enough, one we found outside. We simply found him out in like the parking lot of our apartment building. A random ass dove with clipped wings. And we said, "Oh, you were a pet dove of some kind who will absolutely not make it out here. Come with us." And so we took him home. It was a sweet little dude. One thing to note about clipped wings on a bird is they can eventually recover from it and regain the ability to fly. But one thing notable about Kai is he was always terrified of flying. Genuinely, he was always fucking terrified of flying. He would fly, but anytime he did, he would be like constantly making this goofy ass noise with every flap of his wings, and then when he would land, he would make this little like stressed out wheezing thing of like and it's like, buddy, you don't gotta fly if you don't want to. You don't have to. He was very sweet. And he would dance. Turtle doves have a specific mating dance that they do. And a specific song they do along with it. The song is kind of a cuckoo wah. That's the noise they make. They go cuckoo wah. And as they do that, they'll do 3 little shuffle steps and then bow so Kai, he would dance for Trill quite often. And wouldn't you know it, eventually the two of them actually did have a kid. We were admittedly less creative with the name for their child. His name was Turtle, the turtle dove. His name was Turtle. Turtle currently lives with my older sister, actually. Kai and Trill eventually passed of old age. Turtle is still alive and well and lives with my older sister, and he's a wonderful little dude. Let me double check my numbers real quick. Yeah. So, the average lifespan of a turtle dove in the wild is around 2 years. But we took damn good care of our doves. And so Kai and Trill both lived to their teens. And Turtle is currently in his teens right now. If I remember correctly, Turtle's around 13 or 14 right now. He is a healthy guy who's doing great for himself. Admittedly, part of the reason why wild turtle doves have shortened lifespans is because of predation, loss of habitat, all sorts of things like that. But even in captivity, apparently the longest lived turtle dove, the oldest captive turtle dove lived 30 years, roughly. So our birds did pretty well. Turtle's doing pretty well right now. I love my little guy. When we lost the house, my sister ended up with most of the pets. She had more time available to take care of them and more space. I took one of them. When we lost the house, I took Norbert, who was a rescued crested gecko. Norbert passed away last year, and I miss him a lot, honestly. He was a very sweet little guy. Stupid as hell. Took him to my mother's place. My mother still has a house. And we got this really gorgeous painting of a gecko on a flat rock. And he's in the garden beneath that painted gecko rock. It was age. Cresties don't live super long. He was well taken care of and just a lovely, sweet little bud. I damn near started crying on stream just now. Don't worry about it. He's the sweetest little dude. Thing to know about crested geckos is cresties like to jump They like to jump places, and they use their big leaf-shaped cresty tail as kind of an air control while they're jumping. Another thing to know about crested geckos is that they will drop their tail with zero hesitation at the drop of a hat. As many of you probably know, geckos have the ability to leave their tail behind if they feel like they're in danger. Cresties often do such a thing. And Norbert, again, rescue, dropped his tail before we ever got him. I never knew him with a tail. Thing is, even without the tail that they use for air control, they still do the jumping thing. They just become really bad at it. He was so bad at it. Cresties, it does not. So he would just jump and then smack against things, and then you could tell when he was trying to line it up too. Such a good little bud. Such a good little bud. It was interesting when I moved in with my partner. I was a little worried about the cat, right? It turns out I didn't need to be worried at all. Turns out I didn't even have to worry about it at all. Because our cat is a coward. Our cat is a coward when it comes to anything larger than an insect. And so I was so worried he would I would need to keep him out of the office. I would need to keep him away from the lizard because I didn't want either of them really stressing each other out. No, he just banished himself from the office because he was terrified of the lizard. He didn't really know there was a lizard in there. He just knew there's something in that tank that occasionally rustles the leaves in there. And I don't like that rustling sound, so I'm going to stay away from it. That was Rav's logic. Something is rustling the leaves. I don't know what it is. It might kill me. Alright, my lovelies. Alright, my lovelies. How about we open up another poll, shall we? So, go ahead and make your suggestions, my dears, for our second audio of the day. I love the democracy. I love the republic. My grandparents' cats who passed away would just hunt anything, despite their age. Mice, check. Rav likes to think he's tough. Rav likes to think that he would survive on the mean streets. He would not. He simply would not. But back when Lynn lived with their old roommates, there was another... Let's see. Cat X mouse. Okay. Sniffing, that sort of thing. I'm down. I'm not sure how I would make ASMR triggers out of that white wolf, but I'm interested. Let's see. So I would be your Lamia daughter. I mean, I guess I could do that. We could do some coiling and rubbing sounds. Some snuggling. Mayhaps. Do you want to be my parent, chat? Do you want to be my parent? Is that what we're establishing now? I'm chat's collective daughter. um 1 hour Kirby saying Puyo. I'm gonna have to veto that one. Oh god, yeah, I like the idea of the teamsy friend. I'm just I'm not well enough versed in vampire specific World of Darkness lore to necessarily do that one justice without prep and research beforehand. I can add it and I can try. But we'll see. So. We have 1 slot left in the poll. Just so you're aware, there's 1 slot left up for grabs. Hating the Tremere gang rise up. I played a Bruja, so yeah, I also we are anti-Tremere in this house. 'Cause, you know, eat the rich, all that. Vampire friend tries to bite you, but she grinds her teeth so she can't get a bite. Mech girl getting given some nano machine paste. I think, because I did a vampire audio fairly recently, I'm gonna go ahead and do Mech girl nano machine. The Lamia one is on there. There we go. Pull made. Oh, drink my order. Will do, Captain. Yummy water. Neko girl or neck girl, huh? I don't think there's any. I guess there's a cat and mouse one at the start. If Mech Girl wins, you legally have to say Nanomachine Son. I do not. They do harden in response to physical trauma, much like myself. I mean, huh? I mean, huh? I mean, what? I mean, huh? Me too. Yeah. Yeah. What up, masochist gang? Where's the nanomachines that harden in response to emotional trauma? No comment. You know, I've been watching the most recent Fate series with my partner lately. Been watching Fate Strange Fake together. Y'all, it kind of fucks. It kind of fucks most severely. I'm a big fan of Fate, just in general. I enjoy it quite a bit. And Strange Fake is one of the Fate series of all time. the most basic premise behind it is, what if the Holy Grail War was held in the United States of America? So the general premise behind any Fate series is that some magic ritual known as the Holy Grail War is being performed, where 7 powerful mages summon the spirits of heroes from throughout history to duke it out to claim the Holy Grail. The last servant and master standing get to make a wish using the Holy Grail. That's the basic concept behind it. And for a long time, the Holy Grail War was held in Japan. It's their ritual, and they don't share it. And so in Strange Fake, the United States government says, what if we stole the Holy Grail? What if we used a silly bullshit ritual to transfer the Holy Grail War here and do it here? And they do. And there's so much. One of the masters is the chief of police, and he has like a whole elite squad of magic using police officers that work for him, who amp themselves up as disciplined and cool, and the chief of police has a rousing speech to his squad where he says, "You are justice." Well, the chief of police for the city that the Grail War is taking place in. And he has this rousing speech to his cop squad, and the cop squad is comically ineffective throughout the whole thing. They're so useless at all times, which is as it should be. There's one character who like directly works for the broader US government. So we're doing cat and mouse. Okay. I'm down with that. Yeah, no, it's I will tell you, Dino Bird Girl, Gilgamesh and Enkidu do make an appearance in Strange Fate, and Gilgamesh is still built like he's built. They are gay for each other. The moment they both know each other is in the... I'm not necessarily spoiling everything. I'm telling stuff that is revealed in like the first episode. The moment Gilgamesh and Enkidu both realize the other is in this Grail War, they immediately like... Gilgamesh was so not interested in participating in this Grail War. He was deeply uninterested in being a part of it. And then he finds out, hold on, Enkidu's here. The moment Enkidu is summoned, Enkidu is like, oh, boyfriend detected. And they both immediately lock in and try and kill each other while flirting the whole time. It's so good. There's one character who's like a representative of the actual proper US government, right? There's one guy who's like, I am a federal agent, and he is a mage, but he's like constantly, again, this happens in the first episode, he's constantly going into these situations where he's like meeting other mages and about to like duke it out with them for one reason or another. And I remember there was one scene very early on where a mage is like, I think you're underestimating me. And Mr. Federal Government Guy says, I'm not underestimating you at all. That's why I intend to come at you with everything I have. and he makes a big show like he's about to get ready to cast some massive spell or whatever. And then he just closes his fist and signals the squad of like 12 armed soldiers he has hiding in the woods to just shoot the mage with a gun. It's like, yeah, that's America for you, boss. That's America for you. He keeps doing this. He keeps encountering these enemy mages and then just having a kill squad shoot them with guns. And he sure is the American government. He sure fucking is. Because he also has a bit partway through the series where he's talking about like what he's willing to do, and he's like, if it's for the sake of the country, I'm willing to sacrifice civilian lives. And it's like, yeah, that sure does sound like America. That sure does sound like America. Gilgamesh goes to a casino. That's just a thing he does for fun. That shit American as hell. And it's objectively the worst. It's objectively the worst. America is trying to monopolize and industrialize the Grail War, because that's what America does. And it goes wrong for everyone involved and everyone not involved. It's excellent. It certainly requires a certain tolerance for some nonsense, like any Fate series does. But I sure as shit have that tolerance for anime nonsense. I think it's worth it. I think it's just good. It's just good. It's a banger. Anyways, if you like Fate, watch Strange Fake. I'm begging you, if you like Fate, watch Strange Fake. Alright. So. I was Puppy earlier. Now, I must be Kippy. Now I must be a Kibby. The killing used to mean something. Exactly. Okay. Lock in. Kitty type behavior. Something seems fishy around here. But not like... I mean, I'd say something seems fishy. I'm not... You know, I wish something actually seemed fishy, because then I would, you know, probably be eating fish right now. Like, oh my god, I would love some tuna right now. But something just seems off, is what I'm trying to say. And I just think I'm not alone here, am I? Am I? There wouldn't be some kind of mousy around here, would there? No, surely not. Surely there wouldn't be a mousy. Whoa. Wait a second. That's not a mousy, that's a mouse person. A mouse person. Just like I'm a cat person. That's a mouse person? Hello. I am paying a lot of attention to the mouse behind the couch. You. You there. What brings you to my domain? Hmm? What brings you here? This is my space. This is my territory. I've claimed it. This is where the queen of all kitties resides. Present yourself before the queen of kitties, that you may be sniffed and judged. Come here, mouse person, if you truly are such a thing. Quite the interesting sniff you have. Quite the interesting sniff indeed. Now, did you truly come in here to take shelter from the elements? Were you scavenging for food as well? Were you trying to pilfer from the Kitty Queen's royal coffers? Interesting. Interesting, little mousy person. Tell me, little mousy person, how did you get in here? Was it through the vents? Was it down the chimney? You are very small. You are very small indeed, mouse person. My house is like cheese. You're very small. I can grip you with my beans just like this. What to do with you? You were a mouse person. If you were just a mouse, then wow. There is a reason the humans here respect me as their kitty queen. But you're not just a mouse. You're a mouse person. And while sneaking around in the Kitty Queen's domain
is quite the offense. You did reveal yourself in the end, and you approached when the Kitty Queen called to you. Your friend. Allow me to show you something. Mouse person. I'm going to grasp you very gently as I carry you with me. Observe. Mouse friend. Not friend, you're not my friend yet. You could be, though, if you play your cards right. Observe, little mouse. Do you see this tall, white box? They call it the fridge. They call it the fridge. You see it in all its glory. Do you know what is inside of the fridge? Food. So much food. And the humans that live here, they trust me to protect the food. Through my protection, they have declared me the queen. And so I get to sit atop I get to sit on top of it and look down at my domain. So, little mousy, little mouse person who may or may not become a friend. Would you rob the fridge given the chance? Would you take what the queen is sworn to protect? You should think very careful. Very well, then. Very well. Then, in that case, perhaps I, the Kitty Queen, can show you mercy. Perhaps you can bear witness to the Queen's benevolence, the Queen's kindness. Observe. The fridge is open, and from one of its drawers, I take a bag. Do you know what's inside of this bag? Little mouse person. Do you know what's inside? That's right. This is a bag of shredded cheese. It could be yours. You could try some of the cheese that's inside. All you have to do is swear fealty. That's the word, fealty. That means that you promise that you'll be loyal to the kitty queen. And then you can be my mousy knight, okay? And with your help, together, we'll protect the fridge from threats big and small. So what do you think, mousy person? Will you be my knight? Then perhaps I will get a pinch of cheese for you. Now, allow me to sniff you a few more times to seal our pact. Perfect. You are now a knight of the fridge. Hello, humans. Hello, yes, yes. I was just, no, I didn't open the, fridge. That, no, no, okay. So I opened the fridge, and cause there was a mousy person, and I didn't want to hurt the mousy person, but I didn't know what to do because the mousy person would probably take food anyways, and I'm supposed to stop mousies from taking food, but then I didn't want to hurt the mousy person, and so I didn't know what I was thinking. I was thinking, I'll just, yeah, and then, can we keep the mousy person as a friend forever, please? I was just trying to feed the mousy cheese because, okay. Okay, well, thank you. Can I feed the mousy person more cheese, please? Okay. A little bit more cheese for you. A little bit more cheese for you, mousy person. Don't worry about. Don't worry about. I'm still the queen, so, and you're still my knight. It's, you know, the humans are just really big, scary, so, you know, what is a queen to a god, right? But you still better respect me as the queen. Yeah, yeah. My no negotiation skills. That one. Okay. I think that's enough cheese. The humans would probably get mad at me if I gave you too much. So, I hope you like it.
Oh, that was silly, Goofy. I liked that. I liked that a lot. That was very silly. I hope my silly bit with the humans coming in wasn't too high energy, because I know we're trying to relax here, but I was just the thought hit me that it would be funny to do. And so I had to do it, you know? Well, I'm glad you thought so, Eventful Horizon. I'm very happy to have you here for your first stream. As an additional reminder, I saw your first time message earlier. This is very fun. So, with that, we are hitting the 4 p.m. mark, which means it's probably around time for me to call stream. I'm gonna have myself some lunch, maybe take a warm bath before I get ready to play some video games with my friends. Rest my voice a little bit because of the whole, you know, throat dying because of the poison haze. The entire Midwest has turned into a poison swamp. That's just what happened. It's all turned into a FromSoft poison swamp. And the only place where you're not taking poison tick damage is when you're indoors. It's something. It's something. Alright, let's go ahead and find someone to raid out to, shall we? Let's find someone to raid out to. Who shall we say hi to? Who indeed? Who indeed? I have a couple ideas. I would love to hear if any of you have anyone new that I might not have seen that you'd like to visit. It was like finding new people to raid out to. Currently, I'm looking at Red Mage links, but if we have any other ideas, let's see. Vidal, isn't that the person who made Neuro, I think? I'm not sure if that's necessarily our vibe. I prefer to raid out to other people who are similar in size, like relatively comparable, you know? So let's say hi to the Violet Necko. Why not? Why not? Yeah, sometimes I will raid out to bigger streamers. But most of the time I like to support other small creators, you know? So let's go say hi to this cat. Let's go say hello. And we'll raid out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.